Welcome to season 2, episode lucky number 7. Did we make ourselves clear? I'm your host, River, and it's good to be here on our podcast that clarifies the subject matters of love, life, and everything in between. I'm pleased to be here with the one and the only KP.
What's happening? What's happening? Did we make ourselves clear in the building? It's KP. Thank you, River. Hey, today we're going into the yard with my man, Brklyn Kingsboro. That's what we got here today, an abstract street artist, clothing designer, and the graffiti genre, one of the 8 elements of hip hop. Brklyn's work over the past 20 years has been influenced by his extensive travels and showcased in various galleries. Welcome to the show, Brklyn.
Thank you for having me, guys. No doubt.
Glad to have.
Take this down a little bit.
Right on. Well, can you explain to us how graffiti that you saw on the train tunnels growing up in the NYC inspired you?
Oh, man. As a little kid, just being able to get on the train with your moms and you see this big car coming your way, the wind is blowing through the tunnel. It's a little energy that's different there. And then you just see all this crap on the side of it. You're like, what? And it just amazed me because there's so many colors. I kept figuring like how they did this, where did they come from? How did they, get the paint on this thing? And then it was just like, it's everywhere. So I seen all these names and all over the walls and all over the tunnels. And
coming from Brooklyn, I
know it's like you saw a lot of it. So I was just intrigued.
Right.
Then I found out how you really do it. And that was it.
And I always was mystified by, that artistic aspect from the East anyway, the boroughs, man. To me, in about early 80s, man, when we saw AbStreet, I was just hooked on
AbStreet,
Ramon, you know what I'm saying? John Cartier, I mean.
I was a young cat just coming up at that time.
Yeah, man.
I ain't really know it too well. I ain't really start hitting the streets until like in the 80s.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Actually, a partner of mine named Bones put me on.
Bones.
Yeah, I had left home. I was about like 16.
So
I was out in the street just out here, And he was like, man, just come on, we go out here and bomb these streets. And I was like, bomb these streets? He gave me a name and everything because, you got to keep your tags short.
So that's how you got to
go fast. You only get, your average name should be like 5 letters. Anything more than that, you probably will get caught.
Right.
So what was your big break as an artist? I mean, I know you started in the streets. What was your big break?
As an artist, I didn't really take art seriously until about 2003, 2004 probably.
Okay.
I would say 2003. I really took it seriously.
Wow.
Yeah. Other than that, it was just fun and games. I was just out here hustling.
Right. Got it, grind, man.
What materials do you prefer to work with mostly? I mean, I know tagging and all that is.
So it's weird when you could just customize anything. So I can use. At first, it was just spray paint.
Right.
I was so intrigued by spray paint, just the use of it, the way it came out the can, the fact that you can steal all these crazy nozzles off these cleaning products and try to use them to make different size caps. Now they manufacture these caps. Before we was in the house soaking the caps in like nail polish overnight, trying to get the extra paint out and everything, and sticking the needle inside the hole to try to get the hole.
See, that's what makes it so hip hop, though.
It was different. I mean, everything's kind of handed to everybody now, but it was
great, man.
Yeah, it ties back into it. You had to figure it out and make it happen for yourself.
People are genius.
We are, that's for sure.
Yeah, we definitely are.
Making art out of necessity, you know what I'm saying? That's dope.
I went from spray paint to brushes. I don't know if anybody know the St. Louis artist. Well, he's not St. Louis, he's world renowned now. Chris Birch.
Yeah,
he's the first person to really tell me like, yo, man, pick up that brush. I know you can do this because you already got the talent.
You already got the talent, right?
And he ain't lying.
Yeah,
he ain't lying, man.
So would you say the brush painters are looked at differently from the aerosol painters? Is there like a class difference or something?
Hey, man, if God bless you with a talent, He blessed you with a talent, man. I can't tell the difference. I used to hate graphic designers until I became one.
Okay.
So I thought art was it. Like you didn't know if you didn't know how to draw. If you knew how to draw, you was it.
Yeah.
Right.
Graphic designers, they kind of trace a little bit, but then I started to understand why they did the things they did.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got intrigued and was like, you know what? Let me learn how to do this.
Yeah.
Right on.
So constantly learning new lessons. So tell me, brother, how is God family, music, and culture like influence your art? You know, as far as what's some of your inspirations?
Big shout out to my wife and child. Those are one
Big
of
shout
my
out.
biggest inspirations.
Most definitely
They're the ones that
family.
tell me to stop. You know, once I'm doing a piece or doing a painting or doing a project for somebody, I can overdo it. I can overkill a piece.
Right,
My wife, my daughter be like, you need to stop. A little bit more, mess it up. But yeah, God plays a big influence because, growing up back in East Coast, being out there in the streets, doing all the wild stuff. I had aunts that was, spiritual, talk a lot, about God, and
that's why you're still here.
That's true. But at the same time, I didn't realize how serious it was until I started getting into the Bible and seeing things and learning some things. And that's what really kind of, and it still affects me now. Like I'm learning,
right.
I'm trying to get better. I'm drawing closer to Him. So
yeah, that's right.
Close to me. Yeah,
every day.
Yeah, and I haven't really started bringing out my art just yet because I do a lot of stuff that's abstract and a lot of street feel. I still love griminess. Right. I came, graffiti's grimy.
Right.
So, that street feel, I love that. I appreciate that.
Right.
I was one of the kids that sit on the block all the time.
That's right.
Yeah, I thought I was like a security guard or something.
Right.
That's sitting on crates. What's up?
See, the rebel element is what's so dope about graffiti art, because like way back in the days before it was accepted socially, people actually get locked up for that.
It's they still do, and it's still like that,
Yeah.
And I respect the ones that's out here doing it. Big shout outs to the Lowdown.
Yeah,
they doing their thing out here. They take care of the streets. You see them on all over the buildings. You wonder how they got up there.
How did he do that?
How did he get up there? Is that
right.
a bridge?
It's amazing to see
young, when you're young and have that energy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You risk your life to put your name up there. Yeah,
that's right.
A lot
Big
of
shout out
too.
to Dundee and Invader and Pink Lady, all the classics.
Yeah, real
way
classic.
back then.
Coke 2, Futura, Stash.
Yeah, man.
Those are guys that back in the early 90s, I would bump into them in different clubs. And my homegirl Camilla, she used to have a brand called 555 Soul.
Oh, I
and
know.
She did an event. Yeah, she did an event. And I would used to just pull up at all her events and everybody be there. So it was like a cool little thing to do, man. Yeah, rest in peace to my boy Harold.
Difference between New York and St. Louis, the culture, how it affects graffiti.
Right.
You know what? St. Louis ain't nothing but a small New York to me.
Thank you for saying
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's real. Like every street, I mean, I can stand on certain streets and it'll remind me of a section of New York. You know what I mean? I could be in U City and that remind me of a section of New York. We wouldn't say Brooklyn, but it would be like, it could be a part of Brooklyn too, like Park Slope or something. You know, yeah. So it's all here. It's a small city.
How has your creative style and process been influenced by your travels to New York, St. Louis, Chicago, Miami, and the Cayman Islands?
So I, growing up, I was going all throughout the East Coast. So we traveled. Brklyn cats were the cats that just got around.
Yeah.
We wasn't afraid to go. Sometimes you got people here like, I'm not going into the county.
Right.
Excuse me?
Right.
I'm going wherever I can fit in.
Yeah, right.
So I would be in the county. I'd be anywhere. So I did the East Coast. And as I traveled, I always wanted to see a lot of the art in the city, the street art. And I wanted to go to a few art galleries.
Yeah.
Art galleries show a lot of, that's a dope piece. Art galleries show a lot of nice, beautiful artwork from, talented individuals.
Different time periods too.
Yeah, way different time periods.
Man.
And a lot of stuff you see in galleries been like 10 years in the game. Like it'd be old art.
Wow.
Nothing they did from they just do this.
So would you say that going to these different cities, you kind of see the identity in those different cities in their artwork? Like it's saying something different in each region you go to, or is it something that's generally the same?
It's not generally the same. There's always something different, man. You got some people that weak pace heavy in different sections of town. Like, in New York, there was a lot of heavy. New York being a melting pot, everybody came through. All the street artists hit there first because it was open. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, they was able to experience that night. Like when, a lot of the stuff that you see go up, one day it'll plain wall, the next day it'll be full. Because while you were sleeping, my boys out here creeping.
And now you're peeping.
That's right.
Yeah.
What artist has influenced your style the most, you'd say, and how?
Influenced my style the most. I'm gonna say Stash influenced my style, and Futura influenced my style. all they.
True, yeah.
That's because it was abstract.
Yeah.
It was some abstract graffiti.
Yeah.
But that's why I kind of gave that name AbStreet, because abstract was, I wanted to play the word.
Right.
Yeah.
I
It
love
was
it.
a
I
street
love
feel
it.
to it,
Me
but
too.
abstract was the style I was headed towards. Because if you look
That's
at
so East Coast, like
nice
82.
pieces that people do where they took their time and added color and detail, those things have a sense of abstract work inside them.
Mhm.
So that's where I got the name from, and it stuck to me, and I appreciate it. I didn't expect anybody to dig it.
I dig it. It's
So
dope.
the
people
way
that
you spell your
understood.
name is dope, man. I
Yeah.
can tell there's some artistic
Had to
things
change it
going
up a
on
little bit
right
just
there.
just to show the difference.
B-R-O-O-K-L.
You know, I met so many people saying, "Oh, my daughter's name Brooklyn." I was like,
Oh.
"Well, it's a state of mind for me,
Right.
But you know, it's
It's a state
fine."
of mind,
That's
man.
right.
Yeah, you know.
Where you be showcasing your art, and how can somebody purchase it?
So, only biggest place I showcased my art here was Urban Arts. Herb Arts is the name of the place.
Okay.
Old North St. Louis. My
Yeah.
boy MK Stallings.
Yeah, MK, you know.
MK, peace to you, peace to
Shout
the
out.
family.
Yeah.
That's where it really started, and that's the main place I've been in. You know, I wanted to see him shine.
Right.
You know, if I was
Right.
able to shine with him, that was cool.
Right.
You know, he put me on and definitely introduced me to a lot of folks, and vice versa. So, you know, it was a whole scene we was able to create a few years back called First Friday in Old North St. Louis. So
Oh, yeah, I
it was
remember
pretty
First
Oh, in
tight.
Hyde
Once
Park,
a month, you
and
know.
14th.
Yeah, so it was actually, we had about three different galleries. We was making sure artists was in them. Some had their own stuff, but we was promoting everything for it. It was kind of live, gave it a different feel. So kind of like, I don't know if people remember, but a bunch of us back in the days had did this thing called Sneaker Pimp. And that was like one of the real crazy art events that came into the city, and we brought it here. And then it traveled, and we traveled with it for a hot second. But then Jack Daniels came out with Art Beats and Lyrics.
Yeah, Art Beats and Lyrics.
And before that, we, as individuals here in St. Louis, teamed up, me, Needles,
Nappy Needles.
me, Needles, Vito, Rashad, and Kevin McCoy. We did Fresh Paint.
Yep, I remember.
And when I say we brought about 1 million people out, we shut Cherokee Street down. It was in a small gallery, and it kind of changed the game of how people saw art and saw the scene.
Right.
So that kept growing, and it just kept on going. And then RB's and Lyrics came, and it just took over. It got commercial.
Yeah.
Which I ain't mad at. I love commercial. I did RB's and Lyrics every year for about 6 years straight, and I just really stopped being affiliated. It was like getting kind of weird for me, so I just chilled out. A lot was going on in my life, so I had to change up. But I appreciate RB's and Lyrics.
I dig it. For those who are just tuning in, we're talking to Brklyn. We're in the yard with him, and we're talking about all his artworks and all the installations he's done. I want to shout out those who are in the room at this time right now. We got Eve's Nectar, Brian Jr., Mars Leskin. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. Thank y'all so much for coming in and hanging out with us. But back to Brklyn. Is there somewhere you haven't showcased that's on your bucket list for showcasing your work?
No, right now I have no real bucket list for showcasing my work. Eventually, if I do get a chance to showcase in a big spot where people can see, that'd be nice. Right now, I've been focused on just dealing with my family, and I started doing clothes.
Yes.
Started just really marketing myself through it. It wasn't even about me having a brand or anything, but it became that. So
I love that.
Because I've been doing work for a lot of different individuals in the city, and I'm always a team player, so I always want to see these guys shine.
Right.
And
love that.
The quarantine hit. I was sitting here not twiddling my thumbs. I was always too busy, but I just felt like creating it. I've been in clothes for a long time. I've been in retail for many years.
Yep.
And I seen the game, so I understand.
Well, the pandemic brought thumb twirl into existence more anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think you were being idle by doing that. But being that, graffiti art is one of the 8 pillars of hip hop, how have you found yourself connecting and collaborating with artists in other areas over the years since you've been coming to full prominence, as an artist and who you are?
Well, music influenced a lot of things because of just the lifestyle. You know, being out there with the hip hop scene, knowing people that break dance, knowing DJs, knowing MCs, just being in that whole scene growing up, you know, you kind of piggyback off each other. And that's kind of what I did here. When I came to St. Louis, you know, just stepping into the city and stepping into the scene, I just met people that I felt was talented and did dope stuff and had a good foundation in a scene that was popping. You know, a lot of people don't really look at the underground like that, but I look at the underground because, you know, I like rhyme. So anything that's low key and kind of, you know, you had to go through a secret spot to get into. Blueberry Hill felt like that to me. You know what I'm saying? Go to the restaurant, I walk through everything to go downstairs. I was like, oh, yeah, this is my house.
Well, I want to get back to your clothing. Let's tell us more about your clothing designs and what do you make?
Well, right now it came. I wanted to show homage to St. Louis because the show me showed me a lot. My wife has this statement. She says, "This is so real. I can show you better than I can tell you."
Oh yeah,
and I swear, boy, I learned a lot just from that statement. So
show me.
I came out with this design and was pushing it, and it worked. I got some other stuff in the mix, and it's not just about clothes. It's a brand. I got some ashtrays coming, like even some coasters for your house. You know, some napkin holders. I'm just having fun with it. And I do a few different like tech packs for some people that's local. That's my cat. All things retro. So I did a little package for him, which is tight. He puts it out for 314. So yeah,
big 314 day. So y'all gotta go comp that every 314 day. Brklyn got the gear, man. You know what I'm saying? He fitting us out. But what do you overall hope for people to experience? You know, when they see your art, what's the feeling that you want to leave?
Just a good energy, man, and love. You know, I really
like the.
I have no qualms with anybody, man. I'm good on these streets. I don't owe anybody nothing.
That's a good feeling.
You know what I'm saying? Like I really do feel like I'm good on these streets because I don't really. I interact, but I'm not to the point where, you know, I'm having any issues. So it's all love here. And I've always spread that, you know, as far as I can imagine living, I've just showed love to people because I wanted that love back. Sometimes it's reciprocated, sometimes it's not, but I ain't mad. You know?
It's almost biblical. You treat people how you want to be treated.
Hey, man, I told you
in the world and not of the world.
Man, I told you I'm trying to do better. Get closer to God. So spreading that love and loving my neighbor. I had to learn what that meant. Man, you know, that was a
one for myself, I want for my brother.
Exactly.
And even if your brother, you feel like your brother is not deserving of it,
still prodigal.
Still got to give it to him.
Yes.
Why should I hate? I ain't got no hatred. Nothing.
Yes, I love it.
I love it too.
The hearts of men.
Yeah, that's a lot of history here.
I love it. So I wanted to show some of the hats that we have on the table. I don't think you got to see up close.
Little 5 panels.
Go ahead. Hit me up.
Cool little 5-panel hats.
Yeah, there we go.
Cock to the side, you know.
Yes. And he got the neon.
So
how can they get with you besides the 314 day?
Oh, it's not 314 day. As a graphic designer, I've taught myself to network hard. I live off of my network. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Referrals is heavy.
Referrals.
So I learned that from.
So DM you.
Yeah, hit me up.
Hit him up.
Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? I'll direct you to the right person. I'm very resourceful. You know, if it's something I can do, I'll do it. If I get somebody else to do it, hey, that's cool. You know, as long as you getting your shit done.
I saw the latest thing that you did, which was the covers for the wheels. I thought that was so dope.
Hey, believe it or not, I'm gonna say this: in St. Louis, I think I one of the first customizers in this city, man.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Cass. I'm gonna say that because I came in the game customizing for people, from t-shirts to shoes, purses, high heel boots. It didn't matter as long as paint was able to go on it. It was getting done.
So you customize anything. So y'all know that he customizes anything. Just hit him up.
So recently I was hit up by the sisters of one of the sisters from Zeta Phi Beta.
Okay.
And that's like a family thing for me because my brother is a Sigma.
Okay.
And I had to show them love, and they asked me, you know, they had their little day, so they asked me to hook up a vehicle cover for them, and I had to bless it, man.
All right, that's right.
Right.
And it was fun. It was fun.
Touch on.
Anybody else got any Jeep covers, tire covers? You want to holler at me? It's okay. I'll let you know.
That's right.
I can do it.
Man,
I'll make it happen one way or the other.
That's dope. So is there anything that you want the audience to know that we haven't filled in, we haven't talked about?
Hey, I don't know. We can talk about all types of stuff. Tell you the truth, we haven't touched on a lot of things.
Tell us.
But one of the things I like to say is that right now we're trying to clean up our communities and fix up our communities.
Okay.
As Black men, so I've aligned myself with Black Men Bill.
Oh, I love that.
Tef Poe.
He was on the show.
Yeah.
Shout out.
We haven't had any projects like one-on-one just yet. They'll be in the making. I've been going through a few things with the fam, so I just been chilling.
Right, gotcha.
Once I take care of family, then I can get out and deal with everybody else.
Got you.
But I definitely support no matter what. So they got a cleanup coming up on the 24th and be a part of that.
24th?
April 24th.
April 24th. It's called Clean Sweep, right?
Yeah, I think it's Street Sweeper.
Street Sweep.
Street Sweeper. So
Street
it's like,
Sweep.
just clean the community
The
up.
homies at the Urban League do.
And
I'm
I'm not a spokesman for them, so I'm just showing the love. That's the family.
Are you talking about serving our streets, big bro?
Huh?
Serving our streets. Is that the initiative you're talking about with James Park?
No, this is called Black Men Bill.
Black Men Bill.
Yeah.
Just recently did 100 coats with Brandon Vaughn, which was a great success.
He was also on the show.
Anything they put their name on, they come out and it's real. Black Men Build is something that you guys really need to look out for.
What area y'all going to be sweeping through?
There'll be, I think it's off of Kings Highway and.
Yeah, it's definitely
here.
It's on the north side for sure.
Okay.
And
go to their website and check it
everything.
out.
Yeah.
But I've been, dealing with a lot of, not really dealing with them directly, indirectly. I'm with them. I actually directly doing a program with a group called Odds and Ends.
Okay.
And what's happening is that we're about to feed 10 families off the earth. So I took half of my backyard and turned it into a garden.
Ooh.
That's big,
So right now
That's
we have
big.
radishes, onions, and cauliflower, broccoli gonna be growing up
lovely.
in there. And the goal is like right now it's like 6 other slots available. But off of the 4 right now that he has, we're gonna try to feed these families.
Right on. I love that.
Fresh produce,
man.
I can
You
feed
gotta
my
do it,
neighbors.
man.
I'm into, sharing the love,
If you ain't planting, you ain't planting.
So I think it's a good thing that's popping.
It's
I
real,
love
man.
that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Man. Yes, sir.
Well, y'all definitely know how to get at them. It's at
I'm mad. This show
BRKLYNSTL.
is short.
No, you can talk as long as you
talk as long as
like.
you want. That's cool. We'll talk some more.
Yes,
Yeah.
tell us more. I mean, you've answered all my questions. I've been knowing you for years.
Yeah, we
So
go way back.
Yes.
And that's a good thing about everything. Being able to watch your people progress.
Yes.
Through the years. Watching cats come in as young, not really children, but meeting them at a young age, like 16, 17, and watching them grow into grown men and go through their life. You know what I'm saying? Because as a young cat, somebody probably watched me. As a
right,
young
exactly.
kid, who'd have known a young kid from New York City that was out there just scrambling at 16, is out here almost 50, still pushing.
yeah,
it's just like a
In a
rite of
different
passage.
state too. Like just because I'm
wonderful
just
thing.
a nomad at times. Now I'm not a nomad. I'm locked
Can't be a
in.
nomad with a fam.
Oh yeah, you can't. It's take them all. I don't want them to be like that.
Yeah.
They love to be stable.
That's real.
Stable
man.
relationships are real.
Yes.
I'm in a definitely stable relationship, so that's real.
That's
Yeah,
dope,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Seemed like 16 just that jump off age for most black males. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's something, man. Living in the projects. I grew up in
jump off.
Kingsboro projects. That's why
That's real.
Brklyn Kingsboro, hence the
Kingsboro,
name.
That's right.
I just took on the marker because
That's real.
I had to represent where I came from.
That's
I really
real.
literally was growing up in the projects.
Red Hook,
Yeah.
Marcy, all
Yeah.
those spots, man.
Yeah, Kingsboro was in Bedford-Stuyvesant. Well, really like borderline Bedford-Stuyvesant, Crown Heights.
Mm-hmm.
It was on
The
corner
Heights,
Bergen and Rochester.
Brownville. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like so it's in different sections. But I traveled through all the little areas in town. Lived in Brownsville for a while. Lived in Harlem for a minute. So I just you got to get around.
Yeah,
You got
Like when
to.
people say they never jumped off the porch, man.
Right.
I jumped over the banister off the porch. Yeah.
Slid on.
Right.
Slid on that Hey, I was just having a conversation with somebody recently, and I was just telling them how I felt like people that grew up living in grassy areas live different from people that grew up in concrete.
Yeah.
The kids
It's
don't play the
concrete,
same. You know what I'm saying?
Concrete jungle.
We grew up playing football on concrete.
Yeah.
Two-hand touch. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna push somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Kill 'em,
Same thing with
man.
basketball. We over here full on the ground, skinning ourselves up. And people go up, with grass in the backyard and grass around them, man. That's a cushion.
Right.
Yeah,
Terry
we live
Club.
different, man.
It's Terry Club.
That's a different type
we
of
built different.
Yeah, I was
definitely
gonna say
built
different
different.
type of mentality.
Yeah, man.
Our
For
skin
sure.
is tougher.
right,
We got
man.
calluses on spots. You be like, what you callus there for? I used to fall on that spot all the time.
Hell, your mental is tough.
Right.
Everything has to be tough.
You
You know
do.
what I'm saying?
I mean, you got to build your mental on your own. That's hard because it took me a while to build that up. I read a lot of books back in the days and stayed with the conspiracy theories and all
All
that.
knowledge
But,
ain't good knowledge, though.
man,
You got to know what knowledge to learn. and
only
what to
real
apply.
knowledge that's out right now, and I tell everybody, man, just pick up your Bible and take a read at it, man. All this other stuff is just distraction.
There's a lot of distractions
Yeah.
out there. That's for
Spiritual
sure.
warfare right now, brother.
Right.
Whatever
Distraction.
spiritual guidance you can get, go to it.
That's
Because
true.
they taking souls in this day and age, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm
That's
not
true.
into that. So my thing is really just not taking souls. I'm definitely into the Bible.
Nah.
But
ain't taking us
I
out.
think it's just to see everybody grow and learn,
The Illuminati might.
grow and learn from their experiences.
Okay.
Because that's what taught me my experiences. Me running out here in the streets and just doing odds and end jobs, still having a little hustle because your family teach you that.
Right.
Family teach you like, if you out here, doing something like
Better have
this,
some legit.
you need something on the side just in case.
Paper trail.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Decent
Exactly.
paper trail at that.
Yeah.
Right,
Well, you got $1,000 on you, young man.
Make
You're like,
sense.
I got a job. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody no Benz working at Mickey D.
Yeah. You just stand on these corners all night. No, I go to work, man. You just don't see me.
It's
But
real.
right now, I'm here.
Right.
Real, man.
You digging in my pockets. Before, cops used to just rough you up and take your drugs, your money, but now they're killing everybody.
Yeah.
It's rough out
Ooh, they ain't playing
Some
around.
just ain't even robbing you, man.
I would like to tell y'all to
It's
stay safe, man, but stay dangerous, man. It's all good.
Nah, stay prayed up. Stay lights
Be out
off,
here,
sprayed
man.
up, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I just say peace.
You say
Yeah,
peace?
Just peace. Be peaceful.
Yeah, peace was good. Peace was definitely good.
We need
man.
peace in our lives these days.
Peace is something that you have to hone in yourself, man. You have to find that peace.
For sure.
People probably travel and go to the mountains to find peace. I can actually go down to the flood wall and sit down on the flood wall and just vibe.
Yeah.
Just because I'm looking at all this different graffiti on the walls, which now since the pandemic, it looks horrible down there. They trashed the
I ain't
place
been
out.
down there.
There's no real good artwork on the walls down there. But
Wow.
once the weather change, it'll be back.
Yeah. There's an event that happens, and shout out to so-and-so. He used to do an event called Paint St. Louis.
Yeah.
Love Paint St.
Midwest
Louis.
Avengers, man. That's
Yeah,
his
Midwest
way, too.
Avengers. Shout out.
Seal D Mac.
Yeah.
Point guys.
I would definitely be. I've been a part of them. I've been a part of that event, man. Enjoyed it a few times. I definitely miss it. There's so many crews. You meet so many people out there. That have the same thing in common. Is that we just want to put up dope artwork and be seen.
And be
Our
seen.
names be
Exactly.
Probably be known for that. But at the same time, come out with a nice garment,
Right.
a hoodie with your piece on it.
Right.
Just have some fun with it. Make some money.
Make some money.
Gotta
That's
make some
right.
bread.
Why not?
Gotta feed the family. That's how you pay the bills.
I dig it.
Man,
Through graphic design, I pay the bills. Through art, murals. If I get a chance to get murals out, I do as many as can. You could go down to St. Louis Wing Company.
Okay.
Go inside St. Louis Wing Company. I did the mural inside that.
All right.
Yeah,
St.
I just
Louis
did a
Mill.
place called Beautiful Struggle, which is a hair salon, not a hair salon, but a beauty supply store, and has a skin spa, like a health spa in the back, which is a good idea. You can't really find, people out here, and it's black owned. So, and I do a lot of stuff with black owned businesses.
Right on.
Literally.
Word. That's
I
one of the
support
reasons we got this
Black-owned
show.
businesses. I support local people as much as possible.
Definitely.
I understand what it is for my black dollar.
It's truth. It's truth in that.
Don't get it twisted. I still run up inside like Aldi's and Walmarts, but if there's a brother or sister out there got a little grocery store, 9 times out of 10 I've probably been up in there. You know, I definitely like to keep my money within my community with my people.
That's real.
Yeah.
Let's see what the people are saying real quick. We got Anna Powers, my big bro.
Oh, that's Florida there. Yeah, what up, family?
What's up? And we got
my
Giovanni.
brother Austin. Yeah.
Is that Giovanni?
Gio, what's good with it?
Gio's in the house. Shouts out. Thank y'all for watching.
Right on for tuning in, y'all.
Yeah, tuning in. I'm not really saying nothing. I just want to see how I look in camera.
The brother Brklyn. And this is a keepsake for you, Mr. Brklyn. You're going to have this forever and ever.
Right,
Keep
that's
sharing.
right.
Yeah, I mean, as time progresses and I progress in my life, man, I believe I'll be back and might have more to say to everybody.
So,
most definitely.
You know,
we'll be glad
maybe
to
catch
have
up,
you back,
talk a lot of smack. We'll see.
Most definitely. Well, Brklyn, we love having you here and love talking with you. We love that you have this creative art that you are not afraid to share with the world. And that's a big thing because a lot of people are afraid of their creativity for some reason. But we're happy to have you.
Can't be afraid of creativity, man.
I mean, some people don't want to,
Hey,
express
big
themselves.
shout out to my boy Basil, man.
Oh, I heard that.
Basil Kincaid.
I know
Am I saying it right? I won't saying it right.
I know Basil.
That boy is amazing.
That's what's up. Big
shout out. Big shout out to Basil.
I ain't there yet. I ain't there yet. That's a deep connection. I'm not there yet.
Right on,
right on. His artwork.
Everybody is on their own level. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, we just want to thank you again for being able to share this moment with us.
That's right.
Thank you for remembering a brother, recognizing me. You feel me?
Bringing more hot acts, hot talent, business entrepreneurs, everybody that's alike. I mean, we might even have a couple on here to talk about some real situations with emotions.
Yeah, we got that coming up soon. So to our viewers out there, we want you to tune in 6:30 Tuesday, April the 20th. It's a marriage episode with David and Marilyn Williams. If you're wondering where our audio versions of the podcast are located, please join us on our Patreon page. It's patreon.com. And did we make ourselves clear? This is also a way that you can share your support for the work that we're doing here. Listen to us live on SoundCloud at DW Mock. One more thing, I think Brklyn has brought some shirts he wants to show us real quick.
I just want to plug. You can find my merchandise AbStreet.myshopify.com.
Right on. There we go.
You also can go to AbStreet Design if you want to see the portfolio. Go to AbStreetDesign.com and check out the portfolio. And
check
there we go. There it is.
Get that
we got more shirts.
That's that show me. He gonna show you better than he tells you.
This is it for St. Louis. I'm gonna do something else after this.
All right. And AbStreet Design. Say that one more time. AbStreet Design.
AbStreetDesign.com is the portfolio site. AbStreet.myshopify.com where you can buy the merch.
Well, brother, again, thank you, Mr. Brklyn, man.
So much.
You have come a long way, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And I know the Lord ain't brought us this far just to drop us off here.
Did we make ourselves clear?
Peace, y'all. Catchphrase in the back. That's tight.